Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today our group highlight we want to talk about metamorphic rocks. Okay, this is our content for this video. First is what is metamorphic rocks, the formation, mechanism and process. Metamorphic rocks are formed from other rocks that are changed because of heat or pressure. Metamorphic rocks are also formed within the Earth's crust. Earth movement can cause rocks to become deeply or squeezed. As a result, the rocks are heated and put under the great pressure. They do not melt, but the minerals they contain are changed chemically, forming metamorphic rocks. There are two main types of metamorphism. First is regional and second is thermal. Example of metamorphic rocks is quartzite, schist and marble.
So the formation of the metamorphic rocks is known by the process called metamorphism. Metamorphism is the term used to denote the transformation of rocks into new types by the recrystallization of their constituents. The original rocks may be igneous, sedimentary, or ones that have already been metamorphosed, and changes which occurs in them results from the addition of heat and the operation of pressure. Heat and pressure are agents of metamorphism which impart energy to the rocks, sufficient to mobilize the constituents of minerals and reassemble them as new minerals whose composition and crystal lattice are in equilibrium with existing conditions.
Okay, this is a figure that shown metamorphic rocks may form from rocks heated by nearby magma.
Okay, for the mechanism, there is two types of main mechanism, that is pressure and heat. So I will talk about pressure. So there is two types of pressure in pressure mechanism, that is confining pressure and directed pressure. So for the confining pressure, or as we call hydrostatic pressure, is equal in all directions and come from the weight of the overlying rock. It is equal to the pressure you feel when diving deep in a swimming pool. You will feel like there is a force presses on your body equally. Next is directed pressure or stress. Is not equal in all directions and is associated with mountain building processes when rock is squeezed, crumpled and stretched as one continent slides over the edge of another. So this is the figure showing that this how the confining pressure before and after compression, then the directed pressure before and after compression.
So next, I will talk about heat. There are two sources of heat. The first one is geothermal gradient, and the second one is intrusive bodies of magma. The geothermal gradient is related to increase with depth in the earth, and the average temperature is from 1 degree Celsius for every 30 meters of depth. So for intrusive bodies of magma, also known as contact metamorphism, as they cool, they release heat to the surrounding country rock. Melting takes place at the extreme end of metamorphism. Melting temperature can be around as low as 700 to 800 degrees Celsius to as high as 1000 degrees Celsius. Melting controlled by a number of things. For example, the composition of the parent rock. Take a granite versus a basalt parent rock, both being metamorphosed. Because a basalt crystallizes at a higher temperature than a granite, it takes more temperature to melt a basalt. This is the figure of geothermal gradient and intrusive bodies of magma.
Okay, next I will talk about the process of metamorphic rock, which is called metamorphism. Metamorphism is the transformation of existing rock type. So it started when the protolith rock, which is the original rock, can be either igneous or sedimentary or another metamorphic rock, which means an existing metamorphic rock can be processed again to make another metamorphic rock. So the process is when the protolith rock subjected to a very high temperature heat, which is greater than 150 to 200 degrees Celsius, and together with pressure of 100 megapascal. It will causing profound physical or chemical change of rock. So this is our reference, and that's all from us. Stay safe and have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.